Hello there, World of Tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm, of course, your host, World of Blitz, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about the trickiest and hardest tank, in my personal opinion, to play in World of Tanks Blitz. Now, obviously, there's a lot of tricky tanks. A good example of one could be the Leopard 1. This vehicle, while it does have the best DPM pretty much for a tier 10 medium, one thing that it does struggle with is armor, and it has almost none of it. However, that's not what we're going to be talking about in today's video. We're going to be scrolling over to Britain and picking the FV4202. Now, this tank in a skilled player's hands can be one of the deadliest tanks you'll ever come up against, and the reason, of course, for that being is because of the mighty British Hesh. This gun, with over 220 millimeters of Hesh pen, has the ability to roll 440 average damage every single shot you penetrate. That is really, really deadly, but you have to pen it. And 220 pen against most tier 10s isn't the most nowadays. So it's a really, really hard tank to play. And it also has very little turret armor. In fact, you're pretty much not going to get bounces on the turret. Which means that, as well, when you're playing it, you have to be very, very careful that you don't poke your turret for too long or sit out in the open. Obviously, though, that pretty much goes for any medium at that. But this tank is definitely less forgiving than, let's say, an STV1 for the fact that you literally have no armor. Now, I could have snapped that shot, but I didn't really want to waste a shot there yet. That Leopard 1's quite a speedy boy, and we're just going to aim a... Oh, wow, we actually got a bounce, and there's a 50B aiming up there. I don't want to get hit by the 50B. I also don't want to get hit by the Leopard, though. Let's... Oh, okay, Wargaming. Already off to a good start. As we can see, my shells are magically disappearing into the middle of nowhere. Let's try again, maybe. Alright, let's aim it on this Leopard and fire! Look at that! We finally got a pen. A pretty easy pen at that. We got the Badger up front in the front line itself. We're going to try and get a nice shot into the Emil 2's turret. This is where the tank does decent. Like, obviously, I can't shoot Hesh into this guy. Actually, I can, but you can see I had to poke, and because of that, I had to lose HP. So, ooh, baby, that's not good. That's a Grill pushing aggressive because nobody on our team's punishing him. Fun. All right, let's aim it on this Grill. Maybe he's going to back up. Come on, back up. Yeah, what? Why does this gun hate me so much? You can see it's just literally trying to miss. I don't even know what to say. But we got what? We got the Emil 2 off to the side. Let's aim it on him. We didn't pen, but you know what? I'll take 133 damage. It's better than nothing. We've got that Leopard zooming across the map. That Grill 15 is pretty much dead. As I said, I don't know why he would push there. Most players wouldn't expect somebody to push there anyway, so I really don't know what was going through his mind, but I can tell you, I also don't know what was going through that 50B's mind, as he blew about 460 hit points, poking a FV4202. Now, I've got the Kron, obviously, off to the side, and I've got to be careful, because the enemy team's got a lot of deadly tanks. One of them is that Kron. They've also got vehicles like the Grill. The 50B's just going to murder our Standard, most likely, but maybe wow, the Standard actually got the kill. Look at that. Good job from the Standard. I got a nice HE right to the side of the Emil 2 turret. Once again, that's that fantastic Hesh just letting me roll easy damage numbers on the enemy team. And boom, a max roll on the side of that Leopard 1 for 550. That is, again, where this mighty gun really, really works. Now, even though I wasn't able to penetrate that Emil, because I do carry Hesh, I still did a decent chunk of damage, even without penning him, making him now a one-shot, which means all I need to do is this, and kill him. Thank you. I don't want to deal with that tank anymore. Unfortunately, our Badger is not enjoying the Badger, as it is the Badger. But, you know, that makes sense. As I've said many times, the Badger is not a tank you enjoy. It is one you suffer in. There we go. Enemy take dead. And really, there's not much left over here. We got the Kron Vong pushing off to the side, probably trying to kill a Badger. So with that, I'm going to try and get around here. What am I going to do? Obviously, I can't do much. That Kron's going to sit hull down, and he's going to stop me from doing anything that involves fun, like this. Oh, actually, though, we might be able to tap him in the cupola. Look at that. That was a sexy shot. We've also got that 183 over here. Let's aim in on him, and oh, baby, we are not dead yet. It's actually a miracle, but I'm not dead. Let's aim it on that Kron. Nice shot into him for 4,600, and Babber be like, I just absolutely hate the Badger, as many of you know. It's just not a great tank. And let's try and at least get one shell into that guy before I die. So, there you go. Not a bad game whatsoever. 4,806 damage. And you could see that it did suffer a lot, especially I couldn't do what I would normally do in a medium, sit, hold down, just trade with enemy tanks at that point because I know I can bounce shots. This vehicle can't get away with that, so I had to play a lot more wimpy, but because I have Hesh, I was able to roll these vehicles way, way more than you normally would with any other tank. Of course, that's a good game. There's many games I've had in this vehicle where you go up against a vehicle like a mouse and it's frontal and angling correctly, you can't pen it. That goes for VK90s, that goes for AMX M4s or T110E3s. Good luck penning a vehicle that you literally cannot penetrate because you don't have the pen for it. It's obviously not fun. A good example of this would be the Foch frontally. It's a really, really tricky pen. So, yeah, I'm going to be a little bit worried of that guy. And I will say, if any of you are wondering why my nose sounds a little stuffy, that's because it is. I got an allergy test the other day, and apparently I'm allergic to every single thing they tested me for. You know, they do like the little poker test. Yeah, I'm literally allergic to every single thing in that test, which kind of sucks, but doesn't suck as much as that 263's feeling right now for getting HE'd in the side for 400 already. Not bad. So as you can see again, Hesh is pretty dang nice. You couldn't do that in almost any take apart from this one. Now we do have our Batchat who's already blown, yeah, about 1,200 hit points. Obviously not what I want from my teammates, but hopefully my team's going to do a decent job here and we're going to win. We've got that same Badger player on our team, which isn't bad. He's a good player, but he's playing a bad tank, so it kind of evens out in my opinion. Good player. Bad take. It's like a win-lose situation here. Now that Foch is obviously going to be a big threat off to the side of me, but so is this Conqueror. I really don't know what to do currently because I can't really afford to get hit by that Foch, but as well, can't really afford to get hit by that Conqueror. So what am I going to do? Well, let's get a nice Hessian to the side of the Conch to start with. Nice tap there. And obviously, if he's going to sit there, we're going to try and get another Hessian. Oh, that sucks. That could have penned, but it just didn't want to. We've also got like that E5 all the way off to the back, who we can get a nice tap right into the turret from. So already, you can see that we are struggling a little bit this game. We've got vehicles like the Foch off to the back here. He's going to aim at me because, of course, don't shoot the Conqueror out in the open. Aim at Droodles because it's Droodles. We've got that Skoda up top here who we're going to aim right in on and get a nice snap. No more Skoda to deal with. Obviously, while the Skoda is a good tank, it's not going to bounce many shells from my gun. So what do we have? Well, we got that Conqueror once again over here. Let's aim at another Hesh on him. 510. That's what I'm talking about. And because of that, we're already sitting at a pretty beefy chunk of damage. And one more shot, we should be over that 3,000 barrier. That Conqueror on the enemy team is going to be taken out in just a moment. And with that, I'm going to be pushing my way over towards the side of the Foch. I'm surprised our Badger is still alive. It's actually very impressive to me because, again, it is a Badger. That was 7 damage to the enemy Foch. Don't you love that? Just love these fantastic rolls from this tank. And let's get to the side of this guy. Nice max roll there of 550. And with that, this guy is not going to be enjoying life much longer. Good. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Let me just... okay. Apparently we're not going to do that. Apparently my shell's just going to disappear and not do anything. But nonetheless, we did decent. We did actually pretty solid. I did over 3,000 damage again. And because of that, you can see that this take is pretty good. Even though, again, the turret armor's not great. And you saw that I did get penned right in the upper plate once. Didn't really matter too much because we played the game correctly. Did my job. Shot only takes and I knew I could rip apart into the sides, flanked, and because of that, well, we won very easily both games. So this is the FV4202, and I actually just recorded the video you're going to see yesterday, I guess, in the past tense, as this is the future. Just played my Conqueror earlier. So 2 videos done in a matter of about 30 minutes. Not bad. Hopefully all of you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. But other than that, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.